Welcome to Campaign Craft. I'm DM Sleeper, that's actually my name, and I'm here to help you craft your campaign. Stick around to the end to find out how to get a free systems agnostic resource good for most D20 systems. I've been diving into FromSoft games recently, mostly Darksouls remastered on the Nintendo Switch and Elden Ring, and it's affected how I run TTRPGs. As your foot touches the first step, you hear a crash, and a giant boulder comes rumbling down the stairs.
Oh, good.
Roll a dex save.
19.
Nat or total?
Total. Wait, was that not enough?
Not quite. Roll 3d6.
15.
Again?
6.
Okay. Do that 4 more times and fill this out.
This is a character sheet.
Mm-hmm. It's tough but fair. Okay, not quite like that. Here are 3 techniques I learned from playing Dark Souls. Honorable mentions go to non-linear looping level designs, but there's a ton of content out there about non-linear level designs in D&D. You don't need my voice being shouted into the void. And also, environmental storytelling, but my last video was actually about environmental storytelling, so if you want to check that out, click the link in the description below. First, death isn't the end, but it should have consequences. In Souls games, dying happens over and over and over again, and every time it sets you back a ways. You lose all your currency and XP in the form of souls or runes or what have you. But in D&D and similar games, usually when you die, if your allies don't immediately resurrect, revivify, or retcon you back into existence, you start with a new character. And while you lose whatever equipment your old character had, most power in D&D comes from class abilities. And I know, OSR wasn't like this, but bear with me. When I ran D&D last, I tied death to levels. The players were all dead. Yeah, I got that one from Dark Souls too. And they were in the underworld, the city of the dead as it's called in my campaign setting. And every time they died, they lost a level. Kept their character, kept their items even, but their lives were tied to their levels. So death didn't mean stopping the game to roll new stats. It didn't mean a 20-minute long negotiation with fate in the form of death saves. It just meant starting over from the last checkpoint and catching up with the party a little bit weaker than everyone else. This let the stakes feel real, gave me permission to stop subtly pulling punches, and helped tamp down the optimizing the fun out of the game tendency that players often develop. 2. Challenge is fun and should be rewarding. The enemies my players faced included hordes of maimed cultists rallying around a many-armed abomination, Amalgamoth, the Defiler. And on screen is a picture of Godric the Grafted, for no reason at all. Amalgamoth's many arms created an aura of grappling, where adjacent foes must save or be grappled. At the end of his turn, any character still grappled takes bludgeoning damage and must save or take additional poison damage. And if he killed a creature, he would amalgamate their limbs into him and gain an extra attack. Do you remember the boss fight at the beginning of the dungeon in the last D&D game?
Yeah.
What stood out to you about Amalgamoth?
He used his, minion people, and he would, kill them to take their arms, and he would, attach them to his body, and then he'd get more hits to hit us.
So that wasn't entirely true. You guys redirected his attacks to hit his minions.
Yeah.
But he did kill you.
He sure did.
And he took your arm. And he did get more hits with it. What? It's tough, but fair. This was the gatekeeper to the dungeon, and almost the entire first session. But I also had a slew of magic items on flashcards, and every so often players would find something special, and I laid all of the cards on the table face down and let them pick one. Challenge without reward feels like a pointless slog, and reward without challenge feels hollow. But both blend the excitement of a new surprise and the thrill of a challenge, and the result is rewarding play sessions. But those magic items weren't normal magic items, oh no. This takes us to point 3, items as story. In the game I ran, when characters died, they lost core memories, lose enough, and you succumb to forgetfulness, and essentially go insane and lose your identity. Yeah, I took that one from Dark Souls too. In the world of the City of the Dead, people can store memories in their weapons, which imbued the weapons with powers associated with the memories. So when one of these magic items was found, in addition to a new gameplay mechanic, stat increase, or resistance, there was also a description on the item of a memory that the wielder experiences as their own. This mirrors the way in Dark Souls it tells much of its world's lore and story through items found throughout the game. Plus, it creates role-playing opportunities and adds an extra layer of interest to in-game rewards. It scratches the itch of the story and lore-focused players and gives the DM, a chance to world build. Feel free to steal any of these ideas and put them into your games, or click on the link to DriveThruRPG, also in the description, and get a free resource featuring 12 unique memory items, magic items with a memorable twist. Maybe they'll help you craft your campaign. Click in the link in the description below. Click the link in the description below. Do you remember facing Amalgamoth, the Defiler?
No.
The guy with a bunch of arms?
No.
The boss at the beginning of the D&D game.
Which one?
The one that grappled you whenever you were close to them.
What character was I playing?
It's the one that died.
Yes.
Do you remember him?
Yes.
I don't believe you. Took that one from Dark Souls 2 as well. I guess you go hollow in Dark Souls 2 also. Dark Souls 2 too?